Good morning. So happy Monday. Time for some more fun entertainment. So this morning has been marked by all kinds of entertainment. I took my youngest in with me to the Y so that I could do my lumbar extensions. I was in a car accident a little over a year ago, and I have a herniated disc at L5, S1, L4, L5. And so one of the things that I found has made a big difference is actually doing lumbar extensions to strengthen my low back, as well as doing some core work. So it keeps it supported, and then I'm able to do more heavy lifting when I am working out. So anyway, haven't gone though in a few weeks between traveling, and then last week we were trying to get the summer school thing down, and then this week I was like, I gotta see if I can at least bring him in with me, because he's not even quite 5, and I'm there for like all of 5 minutes. It's very fast to the gym. So walked in and brought him with me, no issues, thank goodness. And he sat there, watched Mickey Mouse for a whole 5 minutes while I in and out. So anyway, so that was fun. But of course, you know, anytime you change your routine, which is actually what I wanted to talk about real quickly, things sort of get haywire. So of course, I forgot that I had to drop him off at a different place this morning at the school, so it took a little longer to drop him off. And then, of course, I made a right instead of a left, so I had to flip around. Routine is everything. So that is the theme today, y'all, is routine. We are creatures of habit. If you haven't figured this out yet, then God bless you. But things that you do habitually, you will do better. Okay, so, and it's silly things because, you know, it's things we realize. We all know this. We know that children go to sleep better with a bedtime routine. We understand that when they take a bath, they have, you know, brush their teeth, you know, we have a story, a song, whatever. We understand that that gets their brains wired so that when they start this routine, they start winding down. Okay, your body, your brain loves routine, loves habits. All right, so the best way to stay consistent is to create good habits, to create new habits. So that's what I wanted to talk about, is just creating habits. So now breaking a bad habit is a heck of a lot harder than making a new habit. So breaking a bad habit actually takes about a month. Okay, so one of the hardest habits to break actually is smoking. I tell patients all the time, it takes about 2 weeks for the nicotine to get totally out of your system and to actually get through the nicotine withdrawal. So for those of you looking to quit smoking, it's a 2-week, life sucks. Okay, it is. The harder part though is the habit. It's you had a cigarette with a cup of coffee. You had a cigarette before you went to bed. You had a cigarette after you ate. You know, whatever your habits are. Okay, that you've got the habits, you have to and you can't just break a habit, you have to replace the habit. So if you have a bad habit of, say, sitting on the couch for 3 hours after you eat dinner, okay, which is not good for your sugars, by the way. It's better to get up and move around a little bit after you eat. You literally have to replace that habit. So, or anything like that. So if you're going to create a new habit of exercise, say you want to get up before work, well, you also have to prepare. You know, you've got to be ready to roll in the morning. Lay out your clothes the night before. Look at your workout the night before. Be prepared. Know exactly what you're doing. Know what time you need to leave the house, how long it's going to take you to get ready, and then plan even a little bit of wiggle room. Like for me, I know that I'm not just getting up to work out. I got to deal with the dogs first thing in the morning. So I got like an extra 10-15 minutes built into my morning, just getting them ready so that I'm not in a rush. And that looks a little different for everybody. Obviously, we all have different responsibilities. So, you know, if I want to work out in the morning, especially if I want to walk the dogs, I have to get up at 4:30. Okay, so that's my schedule. So you create a habit, okay? And I would say most of the time I'm pretty good at that. Some days, like actually this morning was a little tired. We've had kind of a rough weekend. That's a whole nother discussion. But anyway, so I was a little tired this morning and really just acknowledged the fact that I needed probably an extra hour's sleep. So took advantage of it. And I will do my Tabata HIIT workout tonight. So, and that's okay too. But creating habits is what's going to keep you successful. Creating habits is what's going to make you consistent. Consistency is the key, not motivation. You're not always going to be motivated to get up and exercise. Trust me, you're not always going to be motivated to make good food choices. If you're tired, you're emotional, you've had a long day, it's easy to make a bad choice. Okay? So, and that's not something you necessarily need to beat yourself up about. We're human beings. We're going to have bad days. We're going to have emotional days. There are times that a piece of chocolate is fine. All right. And guess what? A lot of times it's actually fine as long as you're accounting for it. But to go out and have a big binge, you're going to feel bad afterwards. You're not going to feel well. It's not going to be as nourishing for your body, and it's definitely not going to solve the problem. So making those choices, being intentional, being consistent, having habits, preparing your food ahead of time. I prep my low carb days on Sunday, my lunches for work. I just do all the food for work I do consistently on Sunday afternoons for the first 2 days of the week, so that and low carb days are my hardest days because I like carbs. So it's my 2 low carb days. Those are days I really struggle with. So I make sure that I have exactly what I need to be successful through the day. I make sure that we are planning our dinners ahead of time so that I know that I'm going to be able to hit my protein and that I'm not going to go over on my carbs. So planning helps with that as well. But creating good habits is the key. The habit of prepping my meals on Sundays, that's a good habit. Okay. The habit of exercising is a good habit. But you have to create that habit. You have to create that consistency. It's not something that happens overnight, and it will take a couple weeks to create a new habit. It's not like you're going to say, oh, I got up to go exercise today, and that means tomorrow is going to be easy. It's not. Okay. And I'm not even saying in 2 weeks it'll be easy. All right. And there's going to be days you get up and you go, I'm just not into this. And that's okay too. But you know what? I would encourage you that, especially with exercise, go do at least 5 minutes. Okay? Promise yourself you will do 5 minutes. Okay, that's it. If at 5 minutes you feel horrible, you don't want to exercise anymore, fine. Cut it out. Go leave. Okay? But I guarantee you within about 3 to 5 minutes, your mentality about exercising is going to change. You're going to start to feel better. Those endorphins are going to kick in, and you're going to finish your workout. Because it's worth it, and you feel better after you do it. So, all right, y'all, quick and dirty. Consistency is what breeds success, not motivation. Creating good habits helps breed consistency. So take advantage of our creatures of habit components, and let's be successful by using our own natural whatever you want to call it, neuroplasticity. All right. Have a wonderful Monday.